Now we are going to start a new lesson in grammar. It's irregular verbs, grammar workshop, page 112. First, let me remind you of regular verbs. What are regular verbs? Regular verbs are verbs that we changed into the past by adding ed, and even with has, have, and had. Let's take an example. I play football. I played football yesterday. I have played football so far. But if we just look now to the irregular verbs, we can find that we have a changes. The irregular verb is not the same that is in the past and with has, have, and had. Let's look at the example on the book. We have Tim and May write about animal journeys. They wrote their paper last week. The students have written a good report. So we can find the difference from the chart or how the irregular verbs change. In the present, begin. In the past, began. With has, have, and had, begun. Bring, brought. Has, have, or had, brought. Choose, chose. Has, have, or had, chosen. Fly, flew. Has, have, or had, flown. Go, went. Has, have, or had, gone. Grow, grew. Has, have, or had, grown. Make, made. Has, have, or had, made. Swim, swam. Has, have, or had, swum. Take, took. Has, have, or had, taken. And the last one, write, wrote. Has, have, or had, written. So we can find from the table or the chart, we don't have a specific rule to change the verb from present to past, and even with has, have, and had. Now let's go to the practice on the same page 112. Write down the form of the verb in parentheses that correctly completes each sentence. And if we look at number 1, autumn on September 21 began or begun. And let's go back to the table chart and compare. The verb is began or begun. And if we look, we can find that we have to say began. So let's write on the line began. If we look at number 2, the days have. Because we have, what do we have to say? Grew or grown? Have grown. So we have to write on the line grown. Number 3, colder weather has. Bring or brought? The answer is brought because we have has. In number 4, the animal migrations have. Began or begun? We have the helping verb have, so we have to say begun. Now we have to complete the exercise on the second page, number 5. The monarch butterflies have went or gone? The answer is gone. Why? Because we have, so we have to say gone. This is the one we use it with has, have, and had. Many falcons have south already. Flew or flown? The answer is flown. Why? Because we have the helping verb have. A flock of Canada geese overhead yesterday in the past. The answer is flew. So we have to write it on the line flew. And number 8, many whales to warmer waters swam or swum? The answer is swam. By last Friday, 2 whales had passed our beach. Swam or swum? We have had, so the answer is swum. And the last one, the seals have make or made? We have The helping verb have, so we have to say made their trip south too. That's it. Thank you.